Oh, the caterpillar is growing, my boys. What is up? We're back here with a live. Man, why y'all come on here? I'm gonna get me a little. As I've gotten older, I like thermoses more. My dad used to carry a thermos around. I'd be like, man, that's that old man shit, boy. Carrying a thermos, son. My dad used to carry a thermos everywhere. Some old man shit. Now I'm doing it. Dadgum. Either way, you know what I do? Look at that. You can't even see it. It's still steaming. We're here at a job site. I just completed this job. And I mentioned this job. What's up, Upscale? Welcome back to the Lean and Mean Academy, where we talk about how to make big profits with one truck in your mobile contracting business. Today we're talking about pressure washing. Okay, we talk about pressure washing a lot because that's what I'm in. Oh, look at that BR sitting back there. Shit, hell yeah. Thermos and a mustache, Ricky. Glad you're here, dude. So I talked about this job the other day. This was that other job that I was telling you about that was like 1,200 square foot, and I quoted it for $1,000. Now I'm gonna get out of here and walk you through what it was, because the guy's inside playing with his band or something. Which I was like, he's got a band. I've been in music, so that normally means you're broke. But he got a badass truck over there, so I was like, well, maybe. And I've never met the guy. I just quoted the job, and he accepted the job. So I never met him, never talked with him. This was honestly one of those jobs that I didn't want if I couldn't do it for $1,000. I was not gonna do the job. I wasn't, because I'm not really close to my house. I'm about 30 minutes out. So if I couldn't get what I wanted, and this thing was so freaking nasty, I wasn't gonna do it. It's not a lot of space. I think it's like 1,300 square foot. But the brick, this retaining wall, it had like probably 8 years of moss and algae just growing on it. I have photos. I'm going to dig them up out of my CRM, and I'll show them to you over here. But let's go check a look at this thing real quick before the wifey gets back. Let me tell you, I'm grateful for them damn motorized hose reels at the end of the day. All right. So I want to show you guys here. Now, this wall looks fine now. I post-treated and pre-treated this dude. As you can see where all the algae at one point was, it had ivy coating it for like 5 years. He took the ivy off. He regraded the backyard. He said there used to be a river because the drainage was so bad. They used to have a river flowing over this area. So I literally removed just caked up algae. This whole place was pretty ragged. All of this was just super dirty. I didn't really do these pavers. I didn't price that shit. All the vinyl. Got a little band action going on there, come on. And I did the side, did the back. It's like, there's where the end of the house is. So it's like pink, that little area at the back, and this wall. Now, I'm gonna get out of here, get on the interstate here in a second. But, here's the tip of the day, okay? Give this video a like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions or anything, comment yourself a question. And if I know the answer to it, Marcos, keep my machines running. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, main thing I'm doing is a winterization on some of this stuff. I'll run some, windshield washer fluid through it, or some antifreeze and some water if it's gonna get below 30 degrees. And that's pretty much how I maintain it. I follow all the GX690 rules. in the handbook. Yes, I have read the handbook, and I just basically do everything it says. I have all of those things, and I do use a tarp, Christopher, sometimes. And I just follow all those things, and I have them all in an Evernote to where like every 2 months they'll remind me, or I'll take a look at it based on the hours on the machine, and I'll just replace it. Pretty easy to do. All of these things are pretty easy. I'll make you a video though, maybe on some of that stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of equipment, because that's why you don't charge based on what equipment. All right, how do I say this? Some guys charge by the hour, and I think that's cancerous. Blowing hoses out too much. Blowing hoses out. Every now and then I'll blow a hose out. If you start getting 2-wire and 3-wire hoses, you won't be blowing them out as much. The problem for some of you guys who are asking about parking garages, problem with parking garages is people are gonna be running over your shit, all right? And rarely when you're doing residential stuff do people run over your hoses, because you can usually park in a place that, you know, people rarely run over your hoses because you can basically park the truck in a place where they don't have to, like not right in front of the freaking driveway. But if you're going to be doing parking garages, people are just going to be running the tow truck who's towing the cars, the people who didn't move. He's going to be running over your shit. So a lot of times, man, when you have that many people running over your stuff, and it's pressurized, it's a timer on them things. Usually, I mean, if they're bending in a certain way, you know, if they're always crimped and your hose reel, you got a timer on it. I mean, what I mean by a timer is it's gonna blow. It's just a matter of when. Now, I don't own a 3-wire hose. I own 1 or 2 2-wire hoses, which I'm gonna upgrade to more 2-wire hoses soon, because I have noticed a pretty big difference. They're a lot heavier. Whoa, a lot heavier, but they do last longer. So, you know, I charge based on the equipment I have. That's what I charge, and I charge based on what I know the homeowner doesn't have, and what I also know that my competition doesn't have. All right, I know what they have. All right, and I know that there's a certain amount of people. And Marcos, be consistent, $1,200 job. Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah, bruh. I got haters. I need more haters, man. There's somebody literally who just dislikes every video I put out, and they don't even watch the whole video, and they dislike it. How do I know this? Is because I'll launch a video that's like a 30-minute video, and then like 15 minutes later, I get a dislike. It's comical. I'm like, you didn't even watch the whole video, man. Come on. But you know, there are some people who do live in their mom's basement and who just eat Cheez-Its all day and like to hate on anything you put out. The lucky thing is that I don't give a shit. So I'm gonna put out probably more of the videos that people hate on, because I'm just that kind of guy. But do I use a soap on the wall? I did not, Brad. I just used straight bleach. Now see, that's the thing. I have a soft washer on the rig. I know that only a small percentage of my competition has soft washers. And I also know that my homeowner here would have no clue on how to approach this as well. And you can judge that literally based on what they drive, what they look like, what they speak like. You know, if you got a guy who's got, you know, a work truck in the driveway when you show up, and he's got tons of tools, you're probably talking about a DIYer. So I go really deep on how I judge what I'm gonna charge. Okay, it's me, man. It could be. I don't know. Hey, you know, I think YouTube understands the hater algorithm now. Maybe not in the beginning, but they did. You know, they do now. They realize that there's some trolls out there smoking a cigar, making that big money, eating their beef jerky. No pun intended on the beef jerky and lean and mean, because I do love some beef jerky. But But yeah, man, I like to charge, I charge based on that. Hey, you better have them on lock, be little. You better have them. You know, Governor's Club's got some money. I do a lot of work over in Belmead, in that area. Yeah, they got some, I do a lot of work over there. Yeah, so I think, pun intended, you already know. So I'm glad you guys are tuning in here. Yeah, so the reason I did charge $1,000 for this little area is because, and I did it in about 2 hours to maybe 2.5, give or take, but the thumbnail sounds better with 2. So, so yeah, that's kind of how I just priced it. I priced it like I didn't want it. And that's an old Dean Parker trick right there. My dad owns an auto shop, and he goes, hell, price it like you don't want it. And if they do it, then you know you don't mind doing the job. So I came out here, it wasn't half as bad, but I know any guy with a 4-gallon without a soft washer trying to downstream that wall, nope, ain't happening, bud, ain't happening. Any guy with a Ryobi, ain't happening, bud. You'd be here all day, talk about it. And I got a big surface cleaner, so that little area over there took no time. Guy with a wand, get after it. It's gonna take you forever. So I realize what's in my market. I realize who is busy right now. A lot of the commercial guys, a lot of guys, I know some guys in my market who were the bigger guys years ago have gone straight commercial. And John, dude, this stash is looking good, son. I never thought I'd wear one of these. What work did I have to do? Yeah, Neil, so yeah, you can use an X-Jet. I don't use an X-Jet for that. I actually cleaned the whole wall, that whole wall I just showed you guys in the beginning of the video, with the X-Jet, okay? And I clean it because I rake that X-Jet all the way to stream, and I stand back about 8 feet. And the beauty of that piece of equipment, when you put it on stream, I had the M-Jet. It's the adjustable one. Yeah, y'all, hit that thumbs up, like and share it. Thanks, buddy. I turn that X-Jet all the way to stream, and then I stand back about 10 feet, 8 feet or so, whatever I need to make it happen. And the beauty of that is that the spray doesn't come back and get all over you, like if you're using like a wand or you're using some other kind of, some other kind of tip. That X-Jet, it's unique because you can stand way back, and it's not quite like a 0 degree, so it's not all misty, you know what I mean? But it is almost like a 0 degree. It's unique in that way, and that's why I like it, because it's tight and it's a lot of pressure, but it's not so tight that it's like blowing mist everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like pinpoint, like trying to cut a piece of metal or something, whatever those rigs are. So I use the X-Jet, dude. It's the most versatile piece of one of the tools that I have. I use it for everything, for vinyl siding way up high, for a gutter that I gotta hit that's got some organic shit on it, way up high, pow, just rake it all the way, shoot it way up there, and then I'll spread it out, and I'll fan it out, and then I'll wash them windows a little bit real gently. It's so versatile, man. It's worth every cent. I haven't even used it for what it's made for in a long time. I mean, my little hose barb on it is just worn slap out, and I don't even know where my little proportioners are. It would be like 4-to-1 or nothing, because I've lost the plastic pieces. But that's how I do it, and I use this guy. Oh look, it's in my pocket. You'd be a loser, go to the bar with, oh, what the, oh, look at that. You know you smell like bleach whenever you got one of these hanging out in you. There's no science to this, dudes. People try to create a science, there ain't no damn science to it. This is a shooter tip. I use this dude to treat way up high. You can rinse sometimes, but I'm pretty lazy and don't like to take my bleach out. That's why I pop that X-Jet on there, chick chick, and then I'll shoot way up high because the X-Jet won't pull bleach. This guy right here, it's just whatever fan tip. I like to use this whenever I'm down low, treating down low, to where I'm not getting all that blowback of all my bleach going everywhere, all over the plants and shit. If you use this little dude right here, it'll just fan it out. You know, keep it simple, man. Don't be trying to complicate this. Believe me, you can complicate everything, all right? You just try to complicate it. That's what people like to do. That's what we as humans, we like complicated shit, you know? We'll complicate it to where we can't even do it, and now we make up an excuse about why we can't get ahead. Well, you know, there's a lot of red tape. A lot of red tape bound doing that. Somebody else is out there doing it. Oh, look, a North Star. Somebody just rolled by with a little North Star rig. See? Old boy don't want none. They don't want none of these 2.8s. You know how pressure washers are, man. Competitive. Eyeballing each other. Where the hell's that? You know? Roll up to Burger King, you see another wash guy. We're kind of rare. So when we do see each other, we're just like, what are you doing out in these parts? What are you doing out in these parts, man? But what up, Brad? Oh man, so glad you guys are here. Give this video a like, comment if you got any questions. I'm rolling out here. I don't even know where I'm going. Just talking to y'all. Hope I got everything. I was real antsy about getting this video to you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna go home and smoke another cigar on the day. Yeah, dude, that's a good one. Those Largos, I hear those are really good. I hear Largos are really good. See, these boys with these little landscape rig, look at this dude. There he is. Yeah, he got a little trailer. He ain't making no money on the weekend, man. I already know. Got on them damn yards. Miss Betty. Miss Betty's mad because you missed that little, well, you weed eat around my... Fill in the blank. Well, you weed eat around it. Now you got 12 more things you weed eating around called the goodness of your heart. You got... Well, you know, lady. 2 months later, you got 17 things you're doing. Still for $42. I don't miss them days. You know, all 3 of my brothers own the landscape. Well, not landscape, it's lawn care. Let's not get, what chemical mix do I use? Pressure washing. Well, my boy, you've come to the right channel. Because all I shoot, look, what's the line off Talladega Nights? If you don't shoot straight bleach, then fuck you. But if you don't shoot Big Red. Yeah, man, I just downstream it straight. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys, I've used Secret Agent. My go-to cigar, Marcos, is, man, I've been smoking these, I ain't in Colombia. I'm in, yeah, you already know. My go-to cigar right now are these Drew Estates. They're like, they're pretty unique, man. They're infused. They're delicious. Yes, the Brad Hopkins, man, you already know. I've been smoking them. There's some called My Father, Garcia that I've been testing out a little bit. They're not super expensive, and they're really good, you know? I don't smoke things to look cool. If it tastes terrible, I'm not doing it. That's how, like, I love pizza, you know what I mean? I don't drink beer because it's like cool. You know, if I drink something, it's because it tastes delicious. That's how I am. I'm pretty objective in that way. And I also won't lie to you that your bourbon is smooth when it's like choking me like lava. Oh yeah. Oh, it's real smooth. You know, everybody drinks bourbon. You know, you drink like a whiskey or some shit, like a new one, you know? Everybody's like, oh yeah, try this new whiskey. And you're like, okay. Oh yeah, super smooth, really smooth. No, it was not smooth. It was really difficult to swallow. What was that question you just asked, dude? Dang, come on. Can I get me one of these right here? There we go. Here we go. What's you boys doing? Yeah, go on T-bone this rig. I bet you won't. Here we go. Zach, dude. Having a baby, buddy. I have one of those. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. SH 12.5, come on. Oh, man. The sun, boy. You know, you get a little bit of SH on your windshield. It looks like this thing's been sitting under a tree for 15 years. The windshield's so hazy. So yeah, guys, I've been rolling real lean, and that's why I've been doing these videos, because I'm about to hire another guy. But I haven't yet, and it's just me. But luckily, you know, I don't mind doing this. I made $1,300 and some odd dollars today, and by myself. And since I started working at, I don't know, 10:30. What's it now? 3 o'clock? Come on, man. You can't complain about that. You know? Yo, guys, I appreciate you tuning in to the Lean and Mean Academy. For all my newcomers, all my new guys getting the notification. This is where we talk about pressure washing. We talk about making that money. Later, bro. What it is, Southeast? I see you on the live, bro. This thing's been going on for a minute, 22 minutes. Seems like I can't do one without doing a 30-minute ordeal. So let's just keep up with tradition. No, man, I'm grateful for today. The sun is shining, it's warm. It's a beautiful day outside. I've got an opportunity in front of me today. The Lord has blessed us. Thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I will vocalize it. I'm grateful, man. I remember in 2017, it wasn't like this. I didn't have all these calls coming in, man. It wasn't shit, all right? And the beautiful part, man, when you guys can realize there ain't no ship coming. There's no ship coming to save you, all right? It's an awesome feeling when you figure it out. See, a lot of people will get down on themselves, you know, when they figure out that there's no ship coming. But what if we got excited that there was no ship coming, by God? I'm blessed that there's no ship coming. That ship's sitting out there in the water. I'm blessed, dude. We got to swim out to it. The ship's sitting there. We just got to do some of this prelim work, okay? But I already know only about, I don't know, 5% of the people who watch this channel, truly. It's just how the numbers shake out, man. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. About 5% are going to do the things that need to be done, you know? It's just how it always is. Everything's like that, you know? So you got to think, like, what would the 5%, what would that top 5% in the market do? They would probably pull the trigger on all those things that you don't feel like pulling the trigger on. All right, bro. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Appreciate you tuning in today. 1,302 hours. It was a good day. Well, 2.5 hours. Whatever it was. A little bit of drive time involved. I'm talking about 2 hours of work. Okay, I ain't talking about my drive time. So it's a little more involved with the drive time because I'm out here a little farther than I normally am. So, you know, shit. Just say 4. Let's just say 4 hours. But I ain't changing that thumbnail, by God. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in today, and give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and About my book, when is that coming out, man? Well, here's the deal. So, a lot of you guys know who follow the channel, right? I've been writing a book, and it ties in with this channel, okay? And it's nearly done. And if you want me to answer a question that you got, download the PDF in some of my other major videos, not any of these lives. Download the PDF. It'll take you to a secret link that goes into my Facebook group, my secret Facebook group. There's about 420 people in there right now. All right, all talking about pressure washing. All right, the only way you can get there is you got to download the PDF. I do not make any exceptions. It's supposed to be a little difficult because what it has done is it has weeded out all the bullshit that this industry has in it, from complainers to haters to anything to people just wanting to promote products, anything like that. All of that immediately gets people banned. So it has been the most positive pressure washing group on the internet, and I will keep it that way. I'm gonna get a few moderators who kind of know what we're wanting to do. I think that, you know, this should be no BS, but I also think that it should be like super helpful to guys, and you know, it comes from a mentality of abundance, that I believe there's enough work out there for everyone, me, you, everybody. There's no shortage of money. There's only a shortage of our mentality. What's up, Invasion HD? I'm talking about the Lean and Mean Academy group. You got to get the PDF though, because I know everybody who goes in there. You have to come through that channel, the PDF channel. I don't accept anybody who doesn't go through that channel, or we don't accept anybody. And the reason is because we've had people try to infiltrate, you know, to promote websites, promote all kinds of shit, chemicals. And you know, the group is built for us guys. If they're gonna be promoting stuff like that, they got to you know, they got to chat with me, or we got to figure out something, because I'm not gonna let anybody promote anything that I don't endorse. You know, because the group isn't for me to make money off of like you know, little bullshit product. People have asked me to sell, hey man, can I sell, like, can I promote chemicals in here? And I'm like, hell to the no. You can pay the piper. That's what you can do. You know, and if I wouldn't use it, then I'm not gonna let nobody promote it. So just kind of a little incubator. What's with the PDF? What's the name again? Yeah, you're probably a part of the group then, dude. If you already know it, if you already know about it, that's the only one currently. Yeah, and for all the guys also as well who were like, you know, I've been saying I'm gonna build a core. I've been saying I'm writing a book. I've been saying I've been doing these things. So for me to like, look, I'm giving away a lot of this free stuff. You know, show you guys, you know, some of the mentality, some of the philosophy and stuff. But I've been saying I'm gonna sell you some shit down the road. And I'm also gonna show you, after that's done, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing in 2020, 2021. I've already got a couple other things set up that this business has provided for me to do. I cannot mention what those are currently because I'm still in a situation with my ex-to-be. I think you guys know that I'm going through a divorce, and it's been a long-term situation, so I'm keeping a couple of those things under wraps. But this business can provide for you in that way where you can launch some other things. After I launch those ways of taking you, the SEO course will be huge, like straight up, like how to own your marketplace. That will be one. If you buy it and you follow the directions, it's exactly what I've done. Okay, like I have no reason, because here's the thing, I'm not gonna be in the pressure washing game for 2 more years. I'll be in the game for 2 more years. I'm glad you're here, Oscar. I'll be in the game for 2 more years. That's it. I'm gonna build out these courses for you guys. Probably one's gonna be a sales course, the other one's gonna be the SEO course. After that, dude, look, if you got traffic and you know how to convert them and you know how to sell them, that's all you need to figure out. All the equipment shit you can find on YouTube. I think that's all like straightforward. You can literally find it on YouTube. What no one's going to tell you, and what, you know, frankly, like I charge some businesses that are not in pressure washing like 10 grand 15 grand to put them on like Google to SEO their shit. All right, and I have people calling me now because they've watched some of these videos and they want me to do that for them. And I'm like, well, hail to the yeah, I can sit on my computer and not smell like bleach. So those kind of things have started. My SEO thing has kind of taken off in a unique way that I didn't suspect. It's not completely running yet because it's just here and there. But I'm pleasantly surprised to see that other types of businesses who are wanting to rank locally have reached out as well. So that's kind of cool. But I'm gonna leave you guys all the tricks of the trade and let you go, you know, pollute your market with badassery. And then I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna deuce out, buddy. And then one of you guys who lives close can come buy this damn rig from me. And you can SEO your own stuff and kick ass in your own market. And you know, easily with one of these trucks with the same rig that I have and some good SEO, man, you can easily do, you know, 250,000 a year. It's not, wouldn't, you know, as long as your market provides. You can't be living in the desert expecting them kind of numbers, okay? But if you live in a metropolitan area, I'll say, not, you know, there's guys who do even more than that, but I need to paint something realistic for you boys. So you're not like, bullshit, he ain't doing no 35, 40K a month. My best month was like, I don't know, really close to 40K. That was my best month. But honestly, that month, I didn't want nothing to do with this business after that month. I was like, man, I've worked my dick off. I am done. So, you know, don't do it to that point where you hate it. Don't go so far where you hate it. That's not a good idea. You know, people are like, well, hell, for that amount of money, whatever, you know, it's like, nah, that ain't how I think. I'm very cognitive about where I'm spending my time. And if I'm strapped and I'm a slave to it, you could pay me. I'm not gonna do that. I would literally not travel the country in a suit and tie for $1 million. On the backs of some company who's wanting me to sell shit, not gonna happen. I promise to God, I wouldn't do it. Because here's the thing, I would miss my son, I would miss the moments, I would miss him singing in his little, you know, Thanksgiving play. I ain't missing that. I ain't doing that. That's what music wanted me to do, okay? That's what music wanted me to do. Music said, I'm gonna give you this badass stardom stuff, and you can have literally whatever you want in that industry. When they talk about that, you can have whatever you want. That's true. It's very true. It's scary how close those, I would call them, bad people get to you. They have whatever you want, and it's not good. Even at a young artist level, you can have that kind of stuff. But the difference is you're gonna trade all this for what? Are you gonna trade it for that? Are you gonna trade your son all of his time? Thank you. I'm not stopping here. They got somebody parked in the damn road right here. I just had to make a move. So they weren't gonna stop. I had to make them stop. That's what you do. You find a Mercedes and you pull out in front of his ass. He'll stop. But I'm telling you guys, that's what this business means to me, is that, you know, if I got my son in a certain period of time, or you got your kids, or you need to work around some schedule, this business can provide for that, okay? And you can make money quick, all right? So say you got a Tuesday, you got a few hours, go make yourself $600, all right? That's what you can do. That's the beauty of this business. and I probably won't ramp it up past, I don't know, 25K a month. I ain't interested in really no more than that. I ain't trying to do more than that because it's just too much work. I like drinking coffee too damn much. I like sitting around and working on SEO, working on the computer, doing all those things. And the expander in me, the guy who wants to keep growing and keep doing, I'm always looking at a flatbed at 7.3 camo, trying to buy me one of them. But the other side of me is like, you know, that's not what I want. That's going the opposite direction. I'm really good at getting shit ranked. I'm really good at traffic. I'm really good at other things. So I'm just telling you guys this because pressure washing can take you places, but don't do it to where you start to hate it, okay? Don't do it to where you start missing out on special times for the sake of the business. Dude, it's pressure washing. Don't get too serious, all right? It ain't that serious. It's some algae. It ain't that serious, okay? This ain't brain surgery. Hey, I love you guys. I appreciate you for being here. We've been going for 36 minutes. I don't even know if YouTube can take this kind of bandwidth. Hey. Oh, man. He wasn't there. So what I did was I told him, hey, man, I'll add a window rinse, a free window rinse onto this job. I already rinsed the damn windows. I rinsed the windows in a house wash, but I sold it like it was an upsell. Threw it in for free. Look, it's a free window rinse now. Look, we're gonna do a little basic rinse here. We're gonna treat it, and we're gonna give you a free window rinse here. And I'm gonna do the wall, and I'm gonna do the house. It's gonna be $1,000. Cool, man. Do it. All right. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But when you quote, all right, when you quote, don't be leaving no breaks in your. I can get really deep in this. I'm 37 minutes in. But when you tell them the price, okay, when you tell them the price, it needs to be in the same tone that you've been talking. Okay? Don't be inflection. I get it. Some of you guys don't do a whole lot of sales. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna be talking about the cleaning and this and that dog and got dog shit everywhere. You're gonna need to clean that up because I ain't your maid. You know, clean this and clean this, right? And then you're gonna go, well, it'll be $1,000. And we were like, like, because you're scared. Okay? You're scared. Don't be scared. All right? You got to keep that tone. The tone of how you sell it needs to be the same. There needs to be no breaks when you start talking about price and you start closing, okay? You don't need to change how you are whenever you start closing, okay? You need to keep your tone exactly the same as you have been, and you need to match their tone when you're on site, okay? However they talk, if they talk slow, you talk slow. If they talk fast, you talk fast. All right? Mirror it. Deuces.